Well, this is still a very competitive housing market because we don't have a lot of inventory or actually just basic housing supply compared to the demand. And so often we'll find ourselves in multiple offer situations. And if your offer isn't accepted, there are a few options. One is move on to something else. Two, you can revise your offer, and that could be any number of things. It could be maybe skinning down the home inspections, or it could be putting more money down if you have that capacity. So instead of, let's say, 80% financing, maybe it's 70% financing. And the reason why that matters is that it just makes the loan process smoother. Maybe a larger deposit. A lot of times the size of the deposit really does broadcast your commitment to the property. So again, I'm just going to use some numbers. They're arbitrary, so don't take them to heart per se. However, instead of a $5,000 deposit, maybe it's a $10,000 deposit or a $15,000 deposit. Then think about skinning down the home inspection items just to the basics of what you need. And I think those things you can think about if you're going to revise an offer, or if you're in a multiple offer situation and you've got to improve your terms. At the end of the day, if your offer gets rejected, you have to really evaluate, does this house really meet our needs? And in other episodes, we've talked about the difference between a want and a need, right? Wants are kind of aspirational, needs are requirements. And if this house really fits our requirements, well, then maybe we readdress it. So there's lots of options.